Hey, what's going on, you guys? It's your man James, aka JP, back again with another toy room review. Today we're taking a look at the Funko Pop vinyl Space Jam Wave 1 figures. This includes Swaghammer, M3, aka the Blue Monster, Taz, Bugs, and Marvin the Martian. So I'm very excited to finally get my hands on these guys. Ever since they announced them, I knew for sure I had to have them. I've never actually completed a full set of Pop figures. I've always just picked and choose, but I knew once they announced this line, I had to get all of them. I don't own any Space Jam figures because obviously Space Jam came out back in the 90s, and the toys are kind of pricey to get now, and they're not always complete or in the best condition. So very happy to finally have some Space Jam toys in my collection. So we'll start by taking a look at the packaging. They're all pretty much the same, obviously the only difference being the respective characters that are shown on each box. So we'll just start with Swaghammer here, so you can see the open window with the image of him right there, and you got this like galaxy print going on, which it's kind of hard to make out, but you got like some purple with some stars and whatnot there. You have the Space Jam logo and a basketball with the number of each figure. And coming to the side, obviously we're all familiar with this, and on the back you can just see the other figures from the wave along with more of that galaxy theme going on. And then on the side you got the image of Swaghammer. On the top you got that, and on the bottom you got that. So that is Swaghammer. Take a look at M3 real quick, aka the Blue Monster. You see that right there. So like I said, it's all pretty much the same stuff. So just gonna show this off for anybody that does care about the individual packaging on all of the figures. So you got Taz right here. And I know there's a Chase version of Taz. I'm not sure if it's an exclusive. It might be. You guys can let me know, where he's got more of an open mouth, kind of crazy look to him. I think that's a Chase figure, and there might be one other Chase or variant figure of these Funko Pops. And finally, we got Marvin the Martian right there. Looking very cool. So that's it for the packaging on these guys. So let me go ahead and get these guys out of the packaging, and we'll take a closer detailed look at all the figures. Alright, you guys, and here are all of the figures out of the packaging. So we'll start with the Toon Squad first, Bugs, Taz, and Marvin the Martian. Then we'll move on to the villains here. So I'll move all these guys out of the way right now so we can get a closer look at Bugs himself. Now, overall, I really love all of these figures, and initially pulling Bugs and Marvin out of the packaging, I thought they were going to be a little too top-heavy because their head did seem a little big and they have these small feet, but they actually all stand really well on their own, so I am very happy about that. So let's go ahead and take a look at the head sculpt on him. So this guy just looks absolutely amazing. I'm not the biggest fan of Bugs Bunny in Funko form. Something about it looks off, but, you know, other than that, at least, it might just be me. Other than that, everything else looks really good. So all the paint is very clean. You got the nice clean white and the gray, along with this pink right here for the inside of the ear. And then coming to the back, you got the same thing. And you got the amazing Toon Squad jersey, one of the best basketball movie jerseys like ever, and I actually own one, so that's pretty cool. And you got the shorts also, and you can see the Toon Squad logo is printed on there very nicely. And he's also got a basketball right here that he's holding. It's not removable or anything, it's sculpted in, but that's very nice. I'm not a big fan of the open hand right here. Just kind of seems a little out of place to me, but again, maybe that's just me. I would have liked maybe a closed hand, or maybe even the hand palming the ball as well. I don't know, just this open hand seems really weird to me. And then again, you got the nice detail on the feet, and they are pretty small, but not bad. Like I said, he stands very well on his own. So that is Bugs Bunny right there, and just to show you guys him standing up, there he is. So let's take a look at Marvin the Martian. Alright, and here's Marvin, and I really like this figure. In the movie, he didn't play on the team, he was the referee, and that's what they went with for the design choice here, was his referee outfit, and I love what they did with it. I love this angry expression he's got on his face right here with the whited out eyes. It looks very good. I understand why they did that. Obviously, if they made the black eyes, it would just blend in, so a very good choice, and I love how it looks. You got him blowing the whistle right there. Very nice, and the green for the helmet came out good, along with the little, I never knew what this was. Is this like a brush or something like that, like a mohawk type of thing? But whatever that is, that came out very nicely. And you got the black and red and the little like skirt and everything like that. And you got the pointed finger, which is very nice. Like he's making a call on the play, so that looks very nice. And you got bowling looking shoes right there for the feet. Again, small feet with a not a huge head, but you know, the Funko style head. I thought, you know, he wasn't going to stand up very well, but again, he stands up very well on his own. So there's Marvin the Martian. Now let's go ahead and move on to Taz. All right, and here is Taz. So you know, Taz is a very crazy character, and they really got that good with the rips right here in the jersey and everything like that. And he's also a weirdly shaped character, and it actually translated very well into pop form. Now coming into the head sculpt, looks very nice. I love the way that the head sculpt came out for Taz. Right there, you got the nice teeth with this like beige color along with the brown, and you got the bushy eyebrows. You can see all the sculpted hair and everything like that. Looks very, very nice again with that torn jersey right there. And you got the Toon Squad logo once again, and you can see the gap right here for the torn shorts. Looks very nice, and the Toon Squad logo right there. And he's also palming a basketball. The variant figure that I mentioned earlier, I think he has an open mouth with a more crazy or angry look. It would have been nice to see him have the ball in his mouth like he did in the movie when he bit down on the two balls and they blew up. That would have been a nice variant figure to see. You got a closed fist here. This is what I wish the Bugs came with. And then just the bent over feet. And you can even see the sculpting of the hair right there in the knees. So that is Taz. Again, stands up very well. And actually this ball touches the ground when you place him. So it actually helps support him. Not that I think he would need it. I think he would stand up just fine. But you do have that right there. So that's Taz. Let's go ahead and move on to who we're going to move on to. We'll move on to M3, aka the Blue Monster. All right, and here is M3. And I keep saying Blue Monster just by force of habit. It's Monstar. I know you guys will correct me in the comments below, but this is a huge pop. It's not exactly like a 6-inch pop. It might, I don't know what the scale on this is, and I don't have a measuring tape around, but just for measure, here's Bugs, and you know, Bugs has the long ears. And even if you put like Marvin, who doesn't have that long ear, you can see the size difference. So this is a very good size, and it costs the same as all the other pops. So I'm very happy about the size and just the bulkiness of him. He definitely feels massive. He's got this giant head, which looks very good. Again, love the head sculpt and the facial expression. He's got that like kind of ditzy look that he has in the movies. You got the light blue with the ears right there and the gray spiky hair, which looks really good. And then you got his jersey falling off because he is the clumsy one in the movie. So you got his jersey falling off with the number 0 right there, which is really nice. And you got the blue and even some little like specks right here that they had in the designs in the movies as well. You can see some of those dots right there. And he's even got his fingernails sculpted in and everything like that. He's also palming a basketball. And you even got his shoes with the nice shoelaces and the socks right there. So I really do love this Monstar, the M3 figure. He's very big. I definitely feel like I got my money's worth with him. So that's it for M3. Now let's go ahead and move on to Swackhammer. Alright, and last but not least is Swackhammer. And I actually never knew his actual name until I got the figure. And they never mentioned it in the movie or anything like that. I didn't even know the Monstars had like numbers to them or anything like that. That wasn't really mentioned in the movie either. But Swackhammer is the main villain, and he looks amazing. I think he translated best into pop form. Love the facial expression once again. You got the teeth right there with this evil grin going on. You got this nice lime green. Really pops with all the dark colors. That lime just really stands out. And you got the nice like pink in here for the ears. And then you got his like purplish magenta suit with this pink shirt. And very good details on the buckles. You got that gold. He's got this one pointing hand, and you can see his nails are painted if the camera will focus in. Let's see, there you go. It would have been nice to see him holding the cigar like he has in the movie in this hand. I would like to see that. And then right here, he got his sandals with his toes sticking out. It's funny that he was wearing a suit with some sandals and his toes, you know, out like that. But again, this is another, he's not as big as M3. Let me bring in M3. So he's not as big, but he's still pretty tall, and he's hefty. He's definitely a lot heavier than M3 is. So this is another figure where I feel like you really get your money's worth. It's just a lot bigger than your normal size pop. Alright, you guys, and there's my look at the Funko Pop Space Jam Wave 1 figures. Overall, a great wave. I cannot recommend it enough. These are some really good detailed figures. The sculpting and paint and everything is on there is really nice, and even the heftiness on some of the figures looks really good. So I really can't say enough good things about these figures. I can't wait for Wave 2 to finally come out, and I really hope they get the license approval to do a Michael Jordan figure, because that, I would really look forward to having a Michael Jordan figure in my collection. But either way, I'm definitely going to pick up the rest of these Funko Space Jam figures. So that's it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. video. If you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with your friends. Stay tuned for more. I have the entire wave 1 of the Kingdom Hearts pops with even the GameStop exclusive that I'm going to have video coming up on probably in the next day or so, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, that's it. So as always, I'll see you guys next time.